What's I need to practice my intro well, man. What's good, guys? How you guys doing? I hope you all are having a great day. Well, thank you, guys, because by virtue of making this kind of videos, I'm learning how to speak better. Usually, I used to have everything like scripted out, and even with the script I have to like do multiple takes to have a perfect video. But yeah, doing videos like this, non-scripted, just being real with the bros, I've actually like helped me in some sense to learn how to speak better, because yo, I'm really bad at communicating my thoughts. Like my older videos will even show that, you know, like this few months that I just committed to doing this kind of videos, I've noticed that I can share my thoughts, and not just share my thoughts. You know, there's one thing to share your thoughts and deviate from the point, and you end up waffling, you know. Yeah. So one way I learned how to speak better by doing this is anytime I want to um air my thoughts out, right? Like I'm speaking, I'm not thinking, because in your head it sounds perfect. But when you start moving your mouth, you just notice that what's going on here? You're already waffling or something. You know? So speaking, like speak. So because I'm in this process of learning how to speak better, I said, yo, let me start making videos like this. And I said at the start of doing this, I made sure that I always make videos, this kind of videos, when I'm high, bro. Because I've noticed that if you can perfect it in your vulnerable state, right, you can do it when you're sober. Like you just be you when you're sober. You understand? So yeah, learning how to speak better is quite actually easy. What you need to do is, when you want to, you have a thought, you already have a thought process in your head. Now you want to say it out loud. Have the first 5 words, or let's even do a quick test right now. Like I'm going to count up to 5 seconds, right? And I need you to give me like your 6 words in 5 seconds, or let's do 5 for 5. Okay, let's do 5 for 5. 5 words. Come up with those 5 words in 5 seconds. Time starts now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you're able to come up with at least 4 words in 5 seconds, it means that you are quite ahead in learning how to speak better. Because that 5 second test we just did now is to help us to identify our 5 most common used words. Usually it should be 6, because if you have like a 5, if the benchmark is 5, always try to attain higher than the pass mark. Because if you try to settle for the pass mark, you see that you're always lingering in 4, 3. So if you try to strive for 7, you see like achieving 5 will be nothing again. So those 5 most common words, right, are the words you should always try to have those words in your first sentence anytime you want to voice out a thought process that you have in your head. So my 5 most common words in my own vocabulary, if you notice, if you pay close attention to my videos, is fuck, I always use the word bro and I always use the word fuck a lot. So um like that, if you have those words in your um first sentence, right? Always try to use common words that are used with, because if you try to want to use words that you're not familiar with right at the time when you are trying to air your thoughts, because there's this thing about the brain, right? The brain processes 70,000 thoughts per sec. Wait, I need to verify this thing because I know you guys will come for me. How many thoughts does the brain have a day? See, 60,000 thoughts per day, bro. So you must have, or yesterday you must have thought of this 60,000 different things at yesterday, bro. Like, so at that point when you are trying to air your thoughts out, like there's so much thing going on in your head, and you are trying to just hold this line of thoughts and are trying to be fluent and make sure that the next person gets what you are trying to say, because you have so much information that is just going on in your head. You understand? So using words that you're familiar with will help you in the first stages of learning how to speak better. This is what I've noticed, and I'm still trying to work on. I'm not perfect yet. Like, this is what I've noticed after doing a couple of these videos. Right? Use words that you're familiar with. Oftentimes, when you use words that you're familiar with, you just this sense, this confidence that you just have. You know, I use bro and fuck a lot, so I know, like, I have this kind of confidence that when I'm talking now, like, oh, I'm talking to my bros, that there's nothing my bros want to do to me, you know, like I'm talking to my bros. So that confidence, right? But most likely I would not use bro or fuck when I'm talking to a lady. So that's when the next stage in this speaking process is now processing. Like, so when you have the first sentence out, pause for a moment, process it in your head, then say it out. Like that. Once you do it like that, bro, you the first few stages is to look like, what the fuck is this brother saying? Why is it taking it so long to say what it is you have to say? But you are learning this. It's baby steps, bro. You have to crawl before you run. You understand? So you're learning it. At this point, you are building yourself up. So when you build yourself up, it's just, I just feel like speaking, right? There is always this scope that speakers use to say you have to have build up this, is it this confidence, this aura, before you learn how to, before you can attain public speaking or something, bro. I think public speaking now is by understanding that you are going to make mistakes. When you understand that, you must have already built your mental state up to a level where you can handle rejection than anything, you know. So you already know that rejection and disappointment are kind of entwined. You understand? So you are beating that in the first place. Now the next stage is now using words that you're familiar with. So you have confidence now that, okay, these words, I cannot fumble these words up. You know, you can say these words even when you are sleeping. You know, the next step is now you are thinking of what you have to say before you say it. Bro, what mistake are you gonna make, bro? Do you understand? So still all work in progress. I don't know how long this will take, but I like the fact that I'm learning all this on my own, and I'm like being aware of these changes and documenting yeah, documenting them down. So yeah, this video is longer than it's supposed to be. But yeah, I'd like to hear some of your thoughts as well. Like, what are share some of your self-development tips, the things that you are just learning on your own that I just kind of like notice, not what you've watched on YouTube. You know, I think it's actually quite mm, how will I put it? See, now I don't know the word to use. I'm thinking of the word to explain this line of thought. Um, I think it's actually more impactful when you learn things on your own. You know, when you reach a state of awareness, self-awareness. I think I'll make a separate video on how being self-aware is the is the first stage to crossing this dimension. I have a weird philosophy, right, that the humans today would evolve to the higher beings that we call God currently. Like this, like the way humanity is evolving, I just feel like higher beings will just it will just happen, you know, like something like a Kang kind of shit. Call me delusional now, but okay, we won't be even be alive by then. It could be like 2,000 years later or something. We start humans become these sentient beings, the real beings that they are supposed to be. So yeah, that's about the end of this video. So I'd like to hear some of your tips, your thoughts as well. Also, guys, reach out, and thank you guys for watching these videos, man. It means a lot. Peace. Stay safe.